HSN. I'm Lynn Murphy, and I'm so excited because our Epilady EpiPed is back. And it has been a #1 top seller when it comes to rough, callous feet. And I'm going to get started by going right to the before and afters, because this is my favorite. If you can relate to any of these, the before and the after, this is simply after 5 minutes, one application. Even under it, the toe area on the underside of the foot. Take a look at around the back of the heel area, where so many of us originally, that's where we see that really, really stubborn, dry skin. Well, it is back here at HSN, specially priced today with free shipping, and we're also featuring it with FlexPay. You are getting everything you need to get those results that we just showed you in the before and after. So you're going to get the EpiPed device, you're going to receive a roller, a coarse roller, all this included. You're going to receive a cleaning brush, all the instructions, but really, you use it once and it's goof-proof. And today we're featuring it at under $15. My friend and beauty expert, Laura Baker, is here with us. So thrilled.
Hi,
that
this is a fantastic item.
And
I know.
stocking stuffer and great gift,
This
especially this time of the year.
A wonderful gift for anybody in your life, whether it's a man or a woman. It doesn't matter the age, it doesn't matter the skin color, because we all have dry skin and calluses on our feet, no matter who you are. So that's the beautiful thing about this, is that it really does go across the board. But even more than that, this is coming to you from Epilady, a company that has been in business for decades and decades and decades. So you know when you purchase something from them, you are going to have a quality item that's going to last you. So as Lynn mentioned, what you're doing here is you are actually getting the callus remover. What it does here is it's a simple push button technology. You turn it on and you turn it off just like that. Then right here, the head pops off, simple push button technology, pop the head off, and then you snap the head right back on. This head that you're seeing here is the coarse head. This is a mineral grain in here. And that mineral grain is kind of like a pumice stone that you would use in the shower. But when you're in the shower, what are you doing if you're using a pumice stone? You are scrubbing and scrubbing and scrubbing and scrubbing and trying to do all the effort. Well now, thanks to a battery-operated unit, it's doing the work for you. It's whisking away all the dead skin, all the dry skin, whether it's on your heels, on your toes, wherever it is on your feet, it is just whisking it away. And then you also get the fine head with it. But this is what, after one application, just 5 minutes, just use it once, and you have instant gratification, satisfaction.
And men as well. Let me just say that. You know, my producer was just saying every man, especially here in Florida, we see a lot of men wearing sandals.
We have
and it's scary.
We have a lady online in the customer reviews who actually talked about she's so thankful that she's given this to her husband because now her sheets are saved. She's not having to buy new sheets all the time because they always stick and they catch and they rip the sheet.
It makes my
and of course, now it's winter for us ladies, so we're wearing stockings and we're wearing tights, so now you don't have to worry about that. What I've done here is I've gotten a lime. I know this is kind of silly, but I put a lime here because I want you to see the difference that we have. Now look, this is the coarse head that you're getting with the unit. And look at how the coarse head is really going to work. Imagine this being sort of like a callus. It really goes to work there on top, and you can see how it starts to get really inside of it. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch the head. So again, you pop that head off, and then you go to the fine head. And the fine head is going to do all the smoothing that you're going to look for. So I'm going to turn the line just a little bit. I'm going to turn it on, and I want you to see, oh, I didn't pop the head on right. Sorry. Just snap it in. You got to just make sure it's snapped in. There you go. You turn it on. I didn't do it again. But then you turn it on, and it goes to work. There you go. You see it going to work. And it starts to just do a little smoothing right there on the line. So I want you to see. Notice the difference. The coarse head really goes to town really deep, and the fine head just gives you that nice, supple feel that you're looking for on top of your skin.
So do you use that over the course, or how would you recommend it?
If you have really bad calluses, you use the blue one first. You use the coarse, right? If you just have a little bit of dry flakiness, then all you have to do is use the purple one, which is the fine grain one.
Got it.
So what I would do, if you have it really bad, start with the blue. Okay, do it for a couple minutes until you start to see a difference in your feet. You're going to see a difference instantly. And then switch to the purple after that, just to give you that nice smoothness going on.
And it's the Epilady brand, too.
It is.
A name that we certainly can trust. This is why it's been a #1 top favorite. And the wonderful thing is, you don't have to worry about it hurting your feet. And that's probably one of the biggest questions that we have. There's a lot of other alternatives out there. There's a lot of them, you know, you see that have like the little almost grater look to it. And that scares me. It really really scares
with
me.
this, it's safe. You don't have to worry about cutting yourself with that grater that you have going on. And I'm going to come over here because I want you to see it in action. Because
I love Laura.
I know. I do a lot of things for the sake of television, don't I?
I would be right there with you if I didn't have my tights on and boots on. I would do it too.
So, but I mean, take a look at how it's already just coming off right there on the towel. Now, this is dead skin. Mind you, I had a professional pedicure just 2 weeks ago. Professional pedicure done 2 weeks ago where they took away all of that dead skin. And then you can see right there how it just starts to really make it all smoothed all out right there for you. Yes. So then whether you want to move down to a different area, just move down to the other area and you keep going right in here. Maybe it's your heel and you can go right over here to the heel. Now again, you're not using this on wet skin. It's dry skin that you're doing this on for you. And you can see how the powder just starts to literally flake off. You know where I have a problem? It's the tips of my toes. Right here. Can you see all that coming off like that? I want you to really, I'm going to angle this more towards the camera because nobody ever gets the tips of the toes. And I have all this dead skin. It's like, I guess it pushes up against the front of the shoe inside of there.
A different way. My mom has an issue right in between, like between the toes.
Right in here.
And they can never get in between with any of the different tools. And it bothers her
like
so much.
Look how easy it is just to do that
so
right
that's
in there.
You know, another great feature that this is an easy maneuverability at the same time.
It is, and it's also a very ergonomic handle, and it's lightweight. If you've seen some other ones out there on the market, they are so heavy to use. They're very, very difficult to use because they're heavy. They run on 4 batteries. We only run on 2 batteries. They cost more money. We obviously don't, but yet you're still getting a lot of quality here that's going to go to town for you. Right. And you're getting that mineral technology that's doing all of the work for you. So you know that your feet are going to be beautiful after just a matter of minutes. I mean, look at this heel. This is one application.
Right.
One application.
That's a pretty bad before that you see there that I think a lot of us can relate to. But to think in less than, you know, basically 2 minutes, we're saying 5 minutes for the whole foot, you can see, you can get the benefit of the afterset we're showing you. Now, you're getting both of the individual nozzles here. So you get the one for the coarse and the one for the fine.
As well. You're getting the cleansing brush right there also that you see. And of course the battery operated unit. And then the little box that's behind it here, if you want to have some refills, you can also purchase the refills here separately.
Approximately how long?
It's going to last about 4 to 6 months. It depends on how often you do your feet and how bad your feet are.
Okay.
But the average person will last about 4 to 6 months in using this product, okay? And that's with one set of heads, 4 to 6 months. And then all you have to do is change out the heads, and you go right to town again.
And that's it. And you'll know. You're
going to know because you're going to realize that it's not getting the skin off quite as much as it used to. But it's very easy to clean. You can just rinse the head off underwater, use a little bit of brush.
Look at you.
I'm going to town.
And it feels good.
Look at how much different my foot looks. Do you remember how bad it was in this corner right over here? It was very, very dry. And you can see it's already really gotten rid of a lot of it as well.
People have said on the customer picks, and we'll talk about that it's almost like getting a massage at the same time for your feet.
It doesn't hurt at all.
It doesn't hurt at all.
There's no pain. It's bruise-proof. You just have to literally put the head on and then turn the button on. And by the way, if you have any questions, Epilady, they are, I think, one of the best companies I've ever worked with because they answer their phones and they personally, one-on-one, out of Houston, Texas, talk to you and walk you through any problem you're having.
Isn't that great?
Isn't that amazing?
It is.
They do.
And a 1-year warranty that comes along with it as well, so you can just double-check with your representatives there. And we're talking anywhere on the foot, whether it's in between the toes, on the top of the toes, on the side of your, of your heel area, like we were showing you in some of those before and afters. This is after one application. That is the difference. Only here at HSN, I love this, where we're doing free shipping for the holiday. Only here at HSN. And yes, you'll find the Epilady EpiPed at other places, but not with the opportunity to split your payments up. And we're looking at $15 for your first monthly payment. We're going to ship this out to you with an unconditional guarantee. So listen, whether it's for yourself, or it's for your husband, or it's for your daughter, or it's for your son, or for your parents, this is the way to go. Simple, easy, effective, doesn't hurt whatsoever.
The other thing that I think this is really good for, too, is for the school teacher, the person who's always on their feet. Maybe it's a little thank you that you're giving, because so many times school teachers get the baskets of fruit. Well, they go bad if they get too many. They don't want too much candy. They don't want those things. But yet this is something that's affordable, that you can put a little cute note with it and say, I know you're on your feet chasing my child all day, and I wanted you to do a little something to pamper yourself.
And they'll be thanking you.
Yes, exactly. They will be thanking you for it because everybody wants one. I have girlfriends that are calling me for it. My mom and my sister went, oh, thank goodness. You finally got the product that we've been wanting because everybody uses this product, and especially when it's a product that you know comes from a quality company that's going to last you, and it works. And that's really the bottom line here.
And we have two models here in the studio, too.
Well,
so let's talk
and
about
Andrea,
that.
yes, and we can take a look at, I think we're looking at Kat right now, and Kat just started, and you can already see the dead skin kind of looks like baby powder, doesn't it? But it's not. That is her actual skin that's coming off so gently and so very easily, but effortlessly as well. I mean, don't have to worry about, your arm getting tired, your hand getting tired, the grip. It's very comfortable to hold on to, and at the same time, it's doing the work for you. You move it to where you want to move it, but you're not doing all that scrubbing back and forth. You don't have to be leaning over in a shower and hurting your back.
Right, absolutely. And we have a product coming up next that is really going to seal the deal.
With Logics, yes. These two go hand in hand. They're wonderful products to be able to put together because you're going to get the callus remover now, and then you have the long-term solution as well for later on.
We are busy, busy, busy. We'd love to hear from you if you own this. We're also going to be, right now, I want to say over 400 already spoken for, and we have the last of the quantity. It's the first time that we're showing it for the holiday season.
It is.
Many of you have been asking, when is it going to be back? It's here.
It's here. This is the last of our quantity. This is all that we're going to have through Christmas. Yes, this is it. We are not back till January 16th. So over a month, like 6 weeks away almost, right? So that's when we're back next with this item.